Hard Cyber Show tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
From the station that's on your side, News 12, first at 5, continues.
New developments tonight in the case of a 26-year-old facing murder charges from October of 2019. Authorities responded to a burglary call in Augusta, but when they arrived, they found 82-year-old Elizabeth Thompson dead inside. This man, Andrew Dawson, was charged in her death.
Now, 26-year-old Dawson faces several felony charges in Thompson's death. News 12's Hallie Turner has been following this story. Hallie.
Yeah, well, today was actually set to be the start of Andrew Dawson's murder trial, but the state asked for certain charges to be dropped that would clear him for murder. Originally, Dawson was indicted on 1 count of malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, and 1 weapons charge. The DA's office told the court there are holes that have yet to be filled, so there is a need to reduce the charges. Dawson admitted to breaking into the home, having a gun when he did, and having an Xbox, but he sold it before deputies could interview him. An Xbox had also been taken from the victim's home, but investigators were not able to find it or link it back to him, leaving Elizabeth's family in a constant state of distress.
He admitted to being in the home. He admitted that he had the Xbox. He had a gun on him, but I did not kill him. Now, if they expect us to live with that, oh God, it's like something stabbing me in my heart every time I hear it. And it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. And every night I have to go to sleep thinking about that. Will my sister ever get justice?
The fate of this case depends on a witness, and coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we dive deeper into the trouble they're having tracking her down.
All right, thank you for that update, Hallie. We are looking at a drier tomorrow in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Riley. A 15-year-old girl is dead after drowning in Emmanuel County. This happened Sunday at Palm Beach Island, located on Georgia Highway 56 South. The coroner says the teen was with friends and wandered out to the deep end of the water where she was unable to swim. Her body was found about 30 minutes later. We're working to get in contact with Palm Beach Island, but so far we have not heard back. We'll keep you updated on that.
A Burke County deputy seriously hurt tonight after a car accident involving a dump truck. This happened while the vehicles were going westbound on I-20 in Columbia County. Now, the Sheriff's Department tells us the deputy is in serious but stable condition. No word yet on what caused the accident or if any charges will be filed.
A former McCormick County Sheriff's deputy arrested on suspicion of domestic violence. This is according to SLED, which names that deputy as 33-year-old James Florida III. According to the arrest warrant, this incident happened last July. SLED's assistance was requested by the Edgefield County Sheriff's Office.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster calling for lawmakers to decide on harsher penalties for possessing illegal guns so that he could sign it into law. Now, these punishments had been in a constitutional carry bill, but it wasn't going anywhere. So now they're in a fentanyl trafficking bill. The governor says he does not care what bill gets them to his desk.
We just got to close that revolving door. These people hurting and killing people with being charged and then out on bond, being charged again and then out on bond, being charged again.
Under this plan, those who commit a violent crime, have certain weapons or have certain offenses or certain crimes against children while out on bond for another violent offense would automatically have their initial bond revoked.
Well, making sure kids don't go hungry during summer break. The Family YMCA of Greater Augusta announcing earlier today it will provide meals to children all summer long. It's through the Wise Summer Food Service Program, which aims to fill the hunger gaps when school is out for the summer.
They're getting probably their breakfast, their lunch, and maybe even a snack during the day. And then when you remove them from that environment during the summer when the kids are out of school, they actually may not have access to any food or any healthy options.
And thousands of free meals will be provided daily for children at those YMCA locations across Burke, Columbia, McDuffie, Jefferson, and Richmond counties in Georgia, in Aiken, and Barnwell counties in South Carolina. All you have to do is show up. You don't even have to be a part of those programs. Just show up, fill out a form if you're under the age of 18, and you can get a free meal there.
Important for those kids. Today marks 1 week since the Writers Guild of America went on strike. In Georgia, this could have a huge impact considering how many movies and TV shows are filmed in the Peach State.
Abby Casoris explains what this could mean for your favorite content, including the popular show Stranger Things.
This abandoned mall here in Gwinnett County is one of the most recognizable Georgia landmarks for Stranger Things fans. Now that filming on the 5th and final season has stalled, fans are hoping the writer's strike will end soon.
Me and my daughter have been looking forward to it. We talk about it all the time.
Gary Cole and his daughter Hannah bond over the show Stranger Things, which films across Georgia.
Kind of cool knowing that you can look and say, hey, I know where that is. I know exactly where that was filmed.
According to Nielsen, the show's last season broke records with 5 billion viewing minutes, placing third only to Tiger King and Ozark, another series filmed here in Georgia. Co-creators Mac Duffer and Ross Duffer say filming is not possible, while members of the Writers Guild Association are on strike.
Being the halt is terrible for the fans, but I hope it gets the writers what they need so they can continue doing and making us happy the way they have.
At the heart of the strike is a fear that quickly developing artificial intelligence could be used to write scripts, leaving writers without work.
The phrase, I'm going to, and then it's going to look for that type of pattern in the data that's already existed to see what tends to come next.
Emory University professor David Schwedel says systems like ChatGPT can use existing patterns from existing scripts to craft a storyline.
The main characters are gathered in the lab's conference room surrounded
In
by...
less than a minute, the chatbot came up with this.
Figure out what the mind flayer is planning. It's just a matter of time before it strikes again. Dustin pacing back and forth. And what about the Russians? They're up to something. I can feel it.
Schwedel says without the original ideas from writers, the technology won't work. Instead of AI replacing writers, he thinks it could be incorporated into the writing process. This is the first strike in the last 15 years, with more than 11,000 writers on strike. Less than 40 of those are here in Georgia. In Gwinnett County, I'm Abby Casoris.
For those living in rural areas, having access to a pediatrician is not always an option. But just ahead, when Live at 5 continues, we'll take a look at a program that's working to change that. Riley?
And we are keeping an eye on the chance for more storms heading our way tomorrow. And then after that, we do look to dry out the rest of the week. We'll have that full forecast just after the break.
Time and you gotta get George.
Well, good news, Richardson's Lake will reopen at the end of the month. On its Facebook page, it says it will be back for the summer starting Saturday, May 27th, right in time for Memorial Day. And Riley, just a gorgeous day if you're going to go outside. Plenty of time to go swimming. It's warm enough now.
Absolutely. We had high temperatures close to 90 today, going to hang the afternoon, and then as high as 93 by Sunday. For the weekend right now, it does look mostly dry, so I'd keep your outdoor plans.
All right, thank you, Riley. A $2 million effort in Georgia going towards providing health care for thousands of families in rural areas.
Savannah Louie explains how the program works.
These counties have no pediatricians, or at best, too few pediatricians. And pediatricians set the agenda of health in a family.
Dr. Jean R. Summer, Dean of Mercer University School of Medicine, working to place pediatricians in areas needing them the most, partnering with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to provide full tuition scholarships for medical students specializing in pediatrics.
These scholarships will change the health care of rural children and their families for centuries to come.
According to the state of Georgia, 63 of Georgia's 159 counties do not have a single pediatrician.
I think that this scholarship is going to make a significant impact.
Nelliana Young, one of 10 scholarship recipients with a personal tie to rural Georgia, is committing to serve the region for at least 4 years after residency.
Being from Albany, which is the southwest Georgia, I see the need for pediatricians, and to have this program that's going to not only encourage people to go to South Georgia, but encourage people who are from the area to go back to their communities.
Healthcare systems across the country report pediatrician shortages, experts citing pay as one reason. Pediatricians, one of the lowest paid professions in healthcare. The full ride scholarship alleviates some financial burden. Children's calling the impact incredible for the students and the families they'll help.
It's going to give them a chance to do the thing that they love, practice medicine, and to do it in the places, in the hometowns of the people and the families and the kids that they love.
The first 2 scholarship recipients graduated over the weekend and enter residency this summer before returning to Georgia.
All right, take a look at this. Movie star Tom Cruise accepting his MTV Award for Best Performance in a Movie for Top Gun Maverick while piloting a P-51 Mustang. All right, this was pre-recorded, but Cruise was the one flying. The golden popcorn statuette was strapped into the passenger seat. Now, to be clear, a Paramount representative confirmed Cruise was piloting that plane himself. Top Gun Maverick was the highest-grossing film of 2022 and Cruise's first movie to reach the billion-dollar milestone.
It's pretty cool. He did a lot of the Top Gun movie, too, actually flying, if you didn't know that, in the jets. Pretty awesome.
I did not
I haven't seen the
know
movie,
that.
but
I'm glad that we have the confirmation because, let's be honest, it's Hollywood. It looks like it could be
he's known
the
for
magic
Well, he's
of
known
Hollywood.
for doing a lot of his own stunts and doing stuff like that. He's always been one to get in there and want to do it, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Well, drinking enough water is important year-round, but it's more difficult during the summer months. Just after the break, we'll take a look at a smartphone app that will help you stay hydrated.
First alert jets.
Well, how much water should you drink each day? I don't drink any. I'm really bad about that.
I'm so bad about this.
I bring a giant gallon and I still forget to drink. It sits right there next to my computer.
I tried that and
It doesn't
failed
work.
miserably.
Well, if you're like most people, you're probably not getting enough, just like us. But experts say as people get older, they stop drinking enough water to stay healthy, especially during the summer months.
We are so in trouble.
Yeah.
Our Consumer Tech reporter Jamie Tucker has found an app that helps you stay hydrated.
What the Tech? Sponsored by Wow Internet.
Everyone feels like we should probably drink more water. The trouble is, we need to be reminded to drink water. You can keep track in several different ways on your smartphone, but this app called Water Llama makes it a lot easier. Water Llama simply tracks how much water you're getting and sends reminders to make sure you're drinking enough. You'll enter your age, gender, height, and weight so that Water Llama can calculate how many ounces you need. When you drink any beverage, you log it into the app. Water Llama uses animated characters that fill up with different colors as you log your intake, making it easier to see your progress. If you start the day with a tall glass of water, log it in the app. Track your other beverages too, and the app shows how much hydration they provide. For example, water has a hydration level of 100%, while milk provides roughly 30% more. Water Llama sends notifications through the phone and on an Apple Watch throughout the day so you don't forget, and you can log your intake on the watch. It syncs with the Apple Health app automatically, and at the end of the day, you'll get a visual of how much you drink or how much you need to drink. A free version of Water Llama has some very basic features, but the premium version is just $7 a year, which is about the cost of a couple of bottles of water. Sorry, Android fans, Water Llama is iPhone only. I'm Jamie Tucker, and Water Llama is the app of the day.
Between all of their young talent, their new head coach, and winning the Southland Conference tournament for the first time, it's been a lot of firsts this year for the Augusta University men's soccer team. In a stellar season filled with accolades, it continues for the Jaguars in the NCAA tournament. In addition to winning the conference title, in his first semester in Augusta, freshman and South Africa native Stephon Jacobs earned Conference Freshman of the Year honors, and in his first season leading the Jags, Stephen Payne won Conference Coach of the Year. As their program continues to go, the players I spoke with say they're excited to represent Augusta on the national stage.
The community here is awesome. I got here 4 years ago and everyone said that this town is golf crazy, and I was always like, yeah, we'll see. But I got here and it's been amazing. The community wants the best for us, and they put some standards to us, and we got to live up to it. But that's what helps us drive. It helps us get better.
On Saturday, the Jaguars are traveling over to Auburn, where they'll be a 12 seed in next week's national tournament.
And best of luck to the Jags, doing well this year. We are looking at some pretty hot temps again tomorrow. High temps will be close to 90, but a more seasonal feel towards the end of the week. Have an update again for you just after the break.
It's what dreams are made of. A pizza vending machine. Oh, Will, it's got your name written all over
I
it.
didn't want to read this anyways
Just
because I
ahead.
was going to get in trouble.
We'll take a look at where you can try this piece of tech for yourself.
Well, picture this. You're hungry and it's the middle of the night and you're craving pizza. I'm craving pizza all the time, not just middle of the night, but well, now in Atlanta, you can get that fix from a vending machine. It's called Pizza Forno. I think that's how you say that, right? And it's North America's first automated pizzeria. They have dozens of locations, but this is the first in Georgia. It is set to open 2 more locations around Metro Atlanta later this month, but sadly, there's no locations in South Carolina yet. I would single-handedly keep that thing in business. That's all I have to say.
That's pretty good. That's
I like
pretty
pizza.
good.
Yeah, I'm addicted to pizza. I got a problem.
Pizza in 3 minutes. That's a pretty quick pizza pie. But
You could also just go to Little Caesars and get one for like in 2 seconds.
Or put one in your oven that you have in your freezer.
You gotta drive to the store.
Or you could just have it in your freezer already.
But you
Plan
would
ahead.
still have to go to the store at some point.
It's called being an adult, Will, and buying groceries.
Or you can just get it
Lord.
delivered. I mean, DoorDash.
Pizza Forno. There you go. You're gonna have to look out for that.
We got stuff. I'm opening one.
There you go, Will. All right, we've had a few raindrops across the Augusta area today.
Rain is never good for a wedding. Until now. If it rains 1 inch or more on your wedding day, Floyd & Grieve Fine Jewelers will give you your rings for free. So pray for rain and watch News 12 and NBC 26 this weekend for the weather happening near you.